There's more than one side to every story, and the story of Kilmarnock is like all the rest. Kilmarnock has its hard time stories. It also has its great stories. These are important, but they're not for today. Here is an ordinary story of an ordinary town, heard through the lives of some extraordinary people. People who have travelled the extra mile for others and are testament to those who have done the same for them. People who know Kilmarnock as a place where they are proud to work and call their home. This is the story of our town, told by our people, the story of one ordinary day in Kilmarnock.
And we now have a lot of projects that we've seen a need for by all the families who come here. We've helped 1,000 families, probably more than that now, but there was a time when it was 1,000 families who came. We have seen the need for work at the prison and started a prison project, so we have 2 people who work there supporting families who got somebody in prison. We have worked with mediation, bringing the family and the recovering user back together, because the family relationships all become destroyed completely when drugs or alcohol take over, and it's bringing the family back together again is an important issue. We've now got a volunteer coordinator who works with the 30 volunteers we've established now, who are helping us to make this organisation grow. And children are another big issue. The children of existing drug users have a terrible time. They're teased at school, they're bullied, all sorts of things happen. So we're doing a lot of work with children. We have a child therapist who works here, and she is working with the very young children. And we have just started with somebody working with the older children. A drama therapist is starting soon, and she works with older children. It's helping families address their problem. We signpost them to help. We make them feel not alone anymore, and guidance is there.
My name's Linda, and I work for Partners for Inclusion, and I've worked for Partners for about 4.5 years. Partners for Inclusion support people with disabilities and or mental health issues in their own homes or in their parents' homes.
It is to support people to live in their own homes, in the community, not in institutions, to live a life that makes sense to them.
And part of being in a normal life is having a job. And some of the people we support have never ever worked before. They've spent many years in long stay hospitals or institutions, so some didn't know what the concept of having a job or work actually meant. So when I get interviewed for the job, it was we support 4 to 5 people. You have 3 years to get 4 to 5 people a job, and I thought, this is going to be so easy, it's going to be so easy, I'll do it within 6 months. We still do not have 4 to 5 people in work.
And what Teen Challenge do is they've got rehab centres, started in America 50 years ago. People in America had got converted and they were involved in all sorts of things, street fighting, drug addicts, alcoholics, and they realised for these guys to get their life sorted out, they actually had to leave where they were. So Teen Challenge have set up rehab centres all over the world. For 6 years now we've run the Teen Challenge bus, and every Thursday night we're outside St Andrew's Hostel from 7:30 to 9:30. So anybody wants to come along just for something to eat, they're more than welcome. They want to come along and they're looking for help, then that's why we're there to help them. They need somebody to talk to share some problems. We're here to listen. 2.5 years ago an organisation started up called Broken Chains. It was a drug addict who'd actually went through Teen Challenge, wanted a place that he could bring, sort of drug addicts in. So Broken Chains is an organisation that is set up, it's almost like a church service for people with addiction problems. The worship's a bit different, it's really lively. Broken Chains in here is absolutely fantastic on a Sunday afternoon. You've got all these people jumping up and down, dancing, clapping, and then you have somebody sharing the life story. Often people themselves, lives have been changed.